Hello again, gamers. I'm Amos McCandless, and welcome back to the Guerrilla Report. Get ready to whoop some slimy alien ass, because this week we're tagging in for the human race with Resistance 2, Insomniac's latest PS3 exclusive. In Resistance 2, you are Nathan Hale, an army lieutenant infected with an alien virus turning you into the enemy you despise. Meet the Chimera, an alien race that is threatening to take over the world after bursting out of Russia in 1949. In Resistance Fall of Man, Nathan Hale helps to fight the Chimera within Great Britain after getting infected with the alien virus. 2 years later, in Resistance 2, the Chimera commenced a massive attack on both coasts of the United States. Insomniac Games has really outdone itself on this one. Just when we thought that Resistance Fall of Man couldn't get any better, they pulled out another classic. Some improvements in this sequel include the weapon additions, most notably the HE-44 Magnum, with its post-fire remotely ignitable glycerin rounds that can really pack an immediate punch. The control scheme is also improved, allowing greater customization. But the greatest improvements lie within the multiplayer, consisting of a parallel cooperative campaign and 60-player online competitive matches. Co-op consists of a maximum of 8 players online in a class-based system, where each class levels up and upgrades independently. These classes are very well balanced, each with their own strengths and weaknesses, forcing players to utilize teamwork online. The Resistance franchise has always stood out among FPS games, but never has it looked so good. Resistance 2 features a much larger color palette with vibrant highs and lows, adding to its dismal yet aesthetic design. The details on enemies, even when up close, is some of the best we've seen on the PlayStation 3. The enemies you will encounter in the single-player campaign vary immensely, ranging from boss battles with raging tentacle monsters to 600-foot Leviathan toss-ups. Levels within the game vary greatly, from exciting to dismal to even scary. You really get a sense of fighting for humanity when listening to Henry Stillman's radio broadcasts scattered throughout the campaign. Never before have online matches been so big. The multiplayer maps are different for each match size, whether it's between 10 players or even 60 players, ensuring a well-balanced game. Current downloadable content includes 2 new maps and 5 new multiplayer skins. Your character's look is highly customizable as you gain more accessories each time you level up. The cooperative side of this game is amazing. Each mission is split up into objectives, and these objectives are generated randomly to ensure that every game is different and that you never get bored. As with any game though, there are always those things that are less than perfect. Resistance 2's maximum HD output is less than that of a PlayStation 3 console itself, which puts a small quality limitation on those people who just recently spent $2 grand on a fancy television. Also, where are the vehicles that were so fun to drive around in the first game? When playing co-op, the game is prone to lag issues and glitches that cause your console to either time out or occasionally freeze, which is almost unheard of with the PS3. This is of course assuming that you even get into a match, where in most cases the matchmaking process can seem unbearable. Also, in online competitive mode, all the weapons except for grenades do very little damage, which often leads players to just run around in circles shooting at each other mindlessly while being rained upon by a crapload of grenades. This is not strategic gameplay, it's just a noobing playground. Just to recap, we like the varied gameplay and the simple controls of the single-player campaign. The cooperative story mode is a great experience and actually utilizes the notion of teamwork quite nicely. Also, the online competitive modes are massive, but online co-op is sadly prone to lag issues and ranked competitive matches rarely fill up. Our verdict? Resistance 2 is an amazing addition to Insomniac's list of PlayStation exclusives. However, this game definitely forgot to carry over a few crucial elements in the first game over to the sequel. Overall, Resistance 2 is a pretty solid experience and is time well spent. That's why here at Guerrilla we chose to give Insomniac's Resistance 2 an 8.9 out of 10. I'm Amos McCandless, reporting to you from the front lines of gaming.